Junk food, anything that is processed.
A lot of American food is junk food, probably,
But I don't know for sure what junk food is. But it's hard for me to define.
Hello world, I'm Ryan, here today with Channel 9 College News. This week we bring you a special report concerning junk food. What actually contributes to differences in junk food culture of different countries? To answer this question, our team researched Japanese, United Kingdom, and American junk food habits. The criteria used to define junk food was food high in fats, sodium, or sugar. Our reporters found that the major factors that cause differences in junk food culture are societal pressures, governmental policies, and marketing strategies. Stay tuned to see why, but first some interviews with foreign Appalachian members to see their junk food habits.
I never knew the term junk food until I came here to the States. In France, we tend to not eat between meals.
The host or hostess might force something that they think is good on their guests.
Here today is Alexis, who will focus on American junk food culture.
American societal eating habits have greatly affected the amount of junk food Americans eat. Our society has accepted eating junk food as a common snack. Also, it's more convenient and less expensive to eat out at a fast food place than cooking homemade meals. With the growing consumption of junk food, Americans suffer from growing waistlines. To be considered obese, one's body mass index must be greater than 30. We have found that America is actually the most obese nation with an obesity rate of 30.6%. In America, the government has no direct control over citizens' eating habits. America does not provide universal health care, which means that it can't enforce health standards. The most the government can offer is an influential food pyramid, but this is still only a guideline. Without these limits, the U.S. Census Bureau has estimated that 42% of the typical American food budget is now spent on eating out. Most junk food commercials in America are aimed at children. Instead of focusing on the food, they market their product as fun and magical by using mascots, catchy phrases, and free toys. This capitalizes the fact that children are easily manipulated, therefore so are their parents.
Thanks, Alexis. Next up is our reporter Elsie with information about Japanese junk food culture.
The Japanese typically use less dairy products in their meals and have diets that are packed with healthy fats and cholesterol. Butter is rarely used, and the fats most commonly found in their cooking are polyunsaturated, which are the healthier variety of fats. This is demonstrated by their low rates of obesity, a small 3.2%. The Japanese government enforces a waistline limit on their citizens. Citizens who break this limit are given a dieting plan. The government also endorses a food top, which doesn't include junk food, but instead has oils and sweets. Marketing in Japan is greatly affected by American marketing. For example, McDonald's has grown popular and is prevalent in pop culture. However, Japanese advertisers market to a wider audience, using cute jingles for kids, popular things for teens, and sexual innuendo for adults. This contrasts to American marketing, which typically focuses only on children.
Thanks, Elsie. And here's Jared, our final reporter for today, who will be focusing on UK junk food culture.
Typical societal eating habits in the UK are actually similar to those in the United States. According to FAQs.org, the traditional diet is high in protein, primarily from meat and dairy products. The diet tends to be low in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. UK children have an overweight rate of 10% and an obesity rate of 2 to 3%. The overall obesity rate for the UK is 23%, which places them as the third most obese nation, according to nationmaster.com. The government has tried to reduce junk food consumption by instituting an Eat Well plate, similar to that at the American Pyramid and Japanese top. The junk food section is composed of food and drinks high in fat and sugar. In this way, the UK and America are very much alike. However, the UK has banned candy in schools in hopes of creating a healthier next generation.
The United Kingdom is trying an experiment. It's more than an experiment. They're instituting a huge set of policies whereby in the food processing across the entire nation, they're trying to bring down the salt level.
Marketing in the UK is again typically targeted at children, exploiting the fact that children influence what their parents buy. This is similar to that of the United States, which also focuses on targeting kids.
We believe people should be aware of why they eat the way they do. Many of our food choices are influenced by the factors we just reported on: marketing, government, and society. By being more aware of these influences and how different cultures react to them, we hope that people will begin to make healthier and more conscientious food choices. So next time you reach for that junk food, stop and think, do you really want it? This has been a Channel 9 News Report. Have a good night.
Pizza! Pizzara con toppings. Pizzara con toppings. Pizzara con toppings. 素材がいっぱい、美味しさいっぱい。ピザーラ。ピザーラcon toppings.
Are actually similar to those of the United States. According to oh god, wait.
The criteria used to define junk food was food high in fat. Hello world, I'm Ryan, here today with Channel 9 College.
Damn it!
Don't do that, Lou. Are they still laughing at me?
Yes.